doesn't... I'm not angry. Hear me out. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed, really. I thought it would be good, but a promise is a promise. I hate it. So here we are. Wall, shadow in the background. I hate it. And here's why, I guess. I would love to sit here and get nice and prim and proper with you guys. Here's the microphone. I need to get a boom arm so I can just kind of like boop boop beep boop. I'd like to get nice and prim and proper here, but that's not gonna happen. Here's the problem. Here's the thing. Here is the little thorn in the side of all gamers. Okay, so I installed Overwatch 2, and I knew it was a bad thing that it was on the Overwatch 1 launcher. Okay, it didn't. It's not like a separate download. It was an update. All right, so it's Overwatch 2. It's not Overwatch 2.0, like the update reboot. It's Overwatch 2. It should be a new game. We were all expecting a new game. Don't you dare lie. You were expecting a new game. It's not. It's a reskin. It's just Overwatch 1 with a couple new characters. A little bit of rebalancing. Nothing they could have done that wasn't okay and completely fine on the first launcher. It's not a different game at all. No changes. I mean, firing, still the same. The contact is maybe slightly better, but then again, I didn't notice any difference. If anything, I noticed it was harder to hit people with Zenyatta, because everyone moves a little faster. But no real changes. No real changes. Slight tweaks here and there. It's not a new game. It's not a new game, not a new engine. It might be a new engine, but it's not new enough for you to call it a new engine. It's the same. It's the same game. It's the same game. There's no difference at all in the slightest. So I downloaded it, of course. Great internet, by the way. I've leached off of somebody's great internet. And I downloaded it in about maybe 5 minutes. And then proceeded to sit in the launcher with my friends for about maybe 30 minutes. And I was the lucky one. I got to play several games before my friend got kicked and then had to sit through for another hour. I recorded for 2.5 hours on a live stream. I left. I came back about 2 hours later. I played another hour and then he got into the game. That's like 5 hours. And he was playing for 2 hours before I got on. It took him 7 hours to stably play Overwatch 2. It's the same game. You can't tell me that all these people can play on Overwatch 1 no problem, and then Overwatch 2 they can't. They're not new servers. It's not a new game. Just play it on the old servers. Not that hard. I'm not a tech guy. I wouldn't know, but it can't be as hard as they're making it sound. I'm pretty sure they lied about the DDoS attack. I don't think there was a DDoS attack. I think they were just crapping the bed on launch day and then had to think of an excuse. And it was a pretty bad excuse, because if your internet and your security is that bad that you can just get DDoSed, maybe you shouldn't be launching a new game. So I have a couple of specific problems. Aren't loading screen simulator. I think they changed a lot of characters for the worse. Reinhardt's mid. Most of the tanks are mid. The only good tanks are Orisa now and Junker Queen. Sigma's okay. Didn't really change him much. He was always just kind of good. They made a couple of Spice of Life changes. Like all healers heal now themselves. Which is stupid because it used to be balanced. Like, okay, so you have Zenyatta, he regens shield. But he doesn't heal himself. And you have Lucio, who can heal himself with beats, okay? Or he can run faster. There's a trade-off. But with Lucio now, you can run away with speed boost, and you still heal. And it's not just like a normal heal, it's like a mercy heal. It's a pretty beefy heal. That's kind of stupid. Most of the DPS are unchanged. So the ones that are changed are just overpowered now. Like, if you play McCree in Overwatch 2 right now, you're a bozo. You're a bozo, dude. Just play Widowmaker. I'm pretty sure she scopes in faster and like loads a headshot faster, like her charge up faster. 100% sure it's faster. I think she even might do more damage. I can't test that, but I was getting one taps on people with full health and I don't even think I headshot them. Play Hanzo. He's good. When he gets a kill, he gets a boost of movement speed. That's like a new thing they added to the DPS. So he's pretty hard to hit. Ashe is terrible. They nerfed Bob. That was the only thing that made Ashe a good character. I mean, there's just so many fun things. There's just so many fun things that suck. They nerfed Torbjorn's ultimate, like the Molten Core. Who asked for that? You nerfed him by giving him Molten Core. Why would you nerf Molten Core? Molten Core was a nerf. There's just so many fun things. All the characters are made bad, and then there's a few good characters. Like there's this new lady chick with a gun and his robot and his dummy thick for some reason, even though she's a robot. Really weird character because she has really good gun, pretty okay abilities, but the worst ultimate I have ever seen in a video game. It's bad. But here's the issue, okay? So they removed tanks. One tank. So when you remove one tank, they buffed the tanks so that the one tank you do have is really good. Okay, so I've never run in horror before in a game. Then when I was running from a tank, Reinhardt would lower his shield, and I'd Soldier 76, I'd be like, unload like 7 rounds into him, no healer. This guy's taking all the damage. Like 3 of our teammates are shooting him, not dying. Nope. The only way to kill a tank is to be a tank. They reworked how shield works. So like impact damage is lessened with tanks with shield. Which is funny because Reinhardt does impact damage. And all the tanks have like 800 health and shield. Making Reinhardt useless against other tanks. So it's really a tank v tank battle. Once your tank dies, it's over. It's gone. Your DPS is not good enough. They can't output enough damage to offset how good the tanks are. Now, the new healer, Fox Chick Lady, that I called it. I said she'd be mid. My friends in Discord were like, but guys, she has like invincibility and the thing to give her teammates, and like removes anti, and like also like but she also like teleports, and she also could like unlimited health and it's super fast. Mid. The teleport's mid. It's like Mercy's glide, except you can't fly with it. Her invincibility talisman thing, it gives your teammates invincibility for like 1/1 billionth of a second. So it doesn't really do anything. Her healing's mid because it's super slow. Oh, it's tracking healing. You know who else is tracking healing? Moira, if you know how to use a mouse. Mid healer. And everyone's like, oh, 120 damage on a headshot with the shuriken, with the bow shuriken, with the. Listen, when I say this, listen. Her attack is slow. And body shots do like 20 damage. Useless. If I wanted a damage healer, I'd play Zenyatta. And Zenyatta has a functional ultimate. But like you can run and fire super fast. Okay, tell me, how many times has your team actually used that? Mostly, when you have a super cool ability that's stationary, it's useful. Like Baptiste, he has the ability where you shoot through, you do double damage. That's good. Because if you place it, you do twice as much damage. That's really good. Now, if you place the Thing-a-Dude, you run faster. What's the point of running faster if you can only run this far? Dodging? What? And you can attack faster. Firing twice as fast doesn't do anything. You don't have twice as many bullets. It just goes like this. And you have to reload. And it takes 7 years. And you just lose. I cannot tell you how many times I've had the ability called and my team dies while standing on the ability. Or an entire team gets the Kakawaki ability, and then we destroy them. Because it's mid. It's the worst thing I've ever played in my life. It's not a new game. It's an update. And it's not even a good update. It's kind of a bad update. They removed medals. Look. Scene 2. Look at these. See this? No fire. You see that? This is a funny meme we made in Photoshop. This, no cards. This was funny because like back then we would be like, no cards, no fire. They removed fire and cards. They removed medals. Those were like the things. It would be super funny because you'd like get gold and you'd be like, I got gold damages. This is a little healer guy. I'm better than you. It'd be funny. It'd be funny. Like, oh, only the people who are on fire are good. It'd be a good laugh. It'd be a good laugh. But no, they removed it because they had to take our fun away too. You can't just take away all the good characters. You have to take away the fun. And the interesting art style, they made it ugly. You know how they ruined Firefox logo? They did the same thing with all of the character icons. The character icons don't look anything like the character models either. And what's up with that? It doesn't make any sense. So with all that being said, the game's bad. I really hope they fix it because I spent money on this game and they're not giving me my single player. I'm angry. I'm pressing charges. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. All right, see you later around and at a later date.